Heyo everybody and welcome back to DRG. Today we are going to be playing Salvage Operation in Mission Content Revise testing. I've been told by management to go play it because apparently there has been some big changes. I don't know about big, but who knows? I have not touched Salvage Operation. It's one of my least touched missions outside of deep dives or assignments, so let's get into it. My other, non-touched mission is going to be Point Extract, which I'll eventually do a Point Extract mission. But, hey man, it'll probably be fine. So, Salvage Operation with Mission Content Revise does actually sound quite interesting because of how the mini-mules work. Mini-mules work in a... They give you, 50 nitra and 50 gold whenever you actually repair them, and in mission revise testing you can use that to build some auto sentries, some automated sentries that you can use to... What the hell is that? That is, I believe that is the new thing that we're doing here. So let's just get into this, huh? This is a proxy nade, actually. There's also a abandoned armor? Why is there a proxy nade and abandoned armor here? We have a weird mule? That's not the normal mule. That is actually just a very slow mule. We got some abandoned armor. Apparently we can put in some red sugar as well. What is going on here? Hello? So with MCR testing, I am actually going to abuse the fact that we have auto sentries, so I don't have to deal with as much of the swarm as possible during the uplink phase and the fuel cell phase, if those even still exist. I am 100% not sure. Also, does MCR testing increase the, gold? Because that is a gold rush amount of gold, and we don't have gold rush. We have red bugs, which... Red bugs is another mutator that's specific to MCR. Basically what it does is it makes nitra loot bugs. That's it. They specifically only have nitra in them. That is a wave. Let's bring them over to the proxy nade so I don't have to deal with that. It absolutely blasted everybody. And you may be asking, why the hell am I concerning myself with getting a bunch of gold? Well, in MCR testing, if I go over to the resupply, you can see that there's a new list of options, press the pickaxe key for other options. It gives us auto sentries for 120 gold, floodlights for 40 gold, anti-tank sentries for 200 gold, and ammo for auto sentries for 40. And then, of course, for 40 nitra, specifically. So your ammo for both them and you is both nitra. What the hell is on the ground there? Is that the... Yeah, that is the mule. For some reason, the mule is purple. There's the red bugs that I was talking about. I actually do want to break them open so I can get some nitra. So, first knee-jerk reaction to Salvage Operation thus far. I do not like the fact that the mule is now green. Okay, let me phrase this. Because I play with Speedster so often, because I think the worst part of DRG is Mully, having to wait for her and all that. Having the Mully changed into a different Mully, it's just a cosmetic change, it literally is just an oversized mini-mule. Now her speed is significantly slower, and I don't enjoy that, but that is, purely modded experience because I play with Speedster a lot. I would be completely fine with it if I was not playing with Speedster. But the finding actual lost equipment from other dwarves, hey man, there is a proxy nade from an engineer here and an abandoned armor, somebody died here. What is that? Why is there... We're in the fucking tutorial mission, right? Yeah, we're in the tutorial mission. Okay, I was just why is there a crystal there? There's no reason for a crystal to be there. But finding, it's a bug thing. I don't need to be shooting them. Finding proxy nades that you can use to your advantage is pretty fucking pog. That's, actually poggy as shit. Anyway, let's, see if we still... pardon me. Let's see if we still need to gather legs. We absolutely do. And there's the drop pod on the on the map. That's actually really cool looking. So we're not going to be in the... We're not going to be in the tutorial mission for the entire time because of the mini mule, or not the mini mule, the other one, the... What is it? What is it going to be called? I forget. I don't care. The drop pod. It's somewhere else. Anyway, something that also happens whenever you pick up or you start interacting with mini mules is when you get within 2 meters of them, it spawns a wave, and also one of the legs from the mini mule is actually trapped, and it will also spawn a wave. So, maximum of 2 waves per mini mule. Mostly going to be 2 waves, but you can also get a 1-wave mini mule. And this seems to not have been changed. I'm gonna go pop the other leg just in case. But we got 2 waves right there, so I don't think that got changed. I honestly do wish that the tutorial mission map was removed from the pool, because my favorite reason for playing in MCR is all the different maps to be played. And if I see this configuration, it's just slightly different, and I don't personally care for it, alright? I don't like the fact that I can instantly tell that this, oh, it's a tutorial map, it's gonna play out like X, Y, and Z. I don't like that. But of course, you know, I'm the biggest hater of the point extract maps ever, so, you know, that's probably my reason for not liking it, is that I can tell what this map is, and I can instantly tell, like, what's going to be in the next room, and I don't like doing that. I don't really like being able to tell what's going to be in the next room. Like, yeah, this is Hollow Bow, so the thing is a lot different, but this is still the small room with the hallway in it, with the small hallway that goes through it. It's just now that it's Hollow Bow, I actually have to dig it out. I have to sit here and dig out the way to go, even though that this is a cave, because I am playing in Hollow Bow. There's just literally, I mean, I think I can just dig up here and I will be fine, but still, it is, you see my point, is I know this cave, I've played this cave too often, mostly due to MCR and, you know, the occasional time for me going back to the tutorial just to see what new voice lines and all that. But, like, I don't enjoy it, dude. Why is there a platform there? I mean, I know why there's a platform there. And also, it takes away from the experience of finding fucking platforms, alright? It's just, like, other people's shit, because I don't care about this terrain, dude. I genuinely don't even care. And there's another dead dwarf stuff. Now, that's cool, alright? Seeing the abandoned armor and abandoned helms objective outside, yes, I am going to put it in, because I don't know if it counts for XP or anything like that, and that's what I am checking, dude. So, like, this area right here is going to lead into a bridge area, kind of, with a large room at the back with all the Morkite that you need to finish the tutorial. But it's going to be a short little hallway and then into a room with a bridge. Usually, I dug the wrong way. Usually that doesn't happen, but, you know, it happens today. And also, I don't think stationaries can spawn in the tutorial mission. So, like, it's been entirely a boring mission so far. There's no exploration, there's no cave leeches, there's no nothing. Like, just remove this from the mission map, please. Oh my god, you can hear a large noise. Also, there's a sentry gun as well from an engineer. That's really cool. The drop pod looks insanely different. It's also making a noise. And also, it is fucked up what I would be considering the next room, so, you know, maybe I don't know what's happening in the next room. Oh, wait, I probably do. maybe we're in the uncharted territory. No, we're absolutely not. This is like the... You know what? Maybe we are in uncharted territory. I don't know what's happening here. It looks fucking weird, is what it does. It looks like what happened is the salvage operation pod overrode the last area of the tutorial mission, and then it spawned a room after it, because that's what I don't know what could have actually happened there. Alright, I'm spitballing out of my ass, but maybe it needs a room to be adjacent to it in order for it to spawn, which is what happened here. Also, this is a... Pardon me, brothers. I need you to go away, please. As I completely missed the hell out of your weak points because I am not goated with the sauce. But it looks like that there's also some things that were called down, like resupply pods, which do exist in the original salvage operation. And I kind of wish you can find more of those, like old abandoned resupply pods, but I understand that would make the game a lot easier, not easy. So it is like right here. Yeah, it got covered by a engineer platform for whatever reason. That's a fucking exploder. I love how the things that are left behind are engineer coded, because that's the instant I can see that this was an engineer that was here. Also, I 100% appreciate that doesn't take fucking forever to get to, like, repair. I have no idea why the base ones take, what, 20 seconds to actually repair? There is no reason for that. Another resupply pod here? Yep, another resupply pod. Maybe that engineer platform that we saw earlier in the mission was also hiding a resupply pod. I wonder if any of them actually break. I wonder what the chances are getting 2, getting 1, and getting 0 are. I guess we'll find out, because I'll repair all of them just to see. We got 1 from this one. Okay. Also, can I just say that the Brewest eggs, or whatever the hell it is, in my opinion, a terrible secondary, but I haven't yet gone on a hunt to find them, so, you know, they're fine so far. I just don't like the fact that they are, like, look, there's one right there. That is basically hidden, dude. What the hell was that? That's a bucket? There's buckets on the mission? I thought I had to dig that out, but apparently not. We found a bucket, dude. Bucket gaming. Oh, you know what? It was just a very long pathway to the last bit of the tutorial mission. It was just like a very roundabout way. I have no idea why it took as long as it did to get here, but we made it to the actual tutorial, like the end bit of the tutorial mission, which is significantly unpogged since I know exactly what's in that room. And at the very end, I think at the very end of the tutorial map over there, it can actually spawn stationaries, but I'm not entirely certain. I think I've had stationaries over there. I will... Well, I guess we're gonna check... Well, hey, look, there's stationaries in this room, so, you know, I have been wrong before. Let's go check if there's any spitballers at the end of this, and then I'm gonna repair everything, and then end it off. There is a brood nexus! There is stationaries! What a fantastic time. And that's my first box that I've seen as well. I hate this. Whatever the hell is happening over here, I do not want it to exist at all, and I wish it to go away. Brood nexuses are my favorite enemy of MCR so far. Like, just seriously, having these assholes be existing is just such an awful time. I played a mission, and it had... I don't know where that Hululi Hoarder went, by the way. I played a mission, and it had a brood nexus with a... What is it? A Nidocyte breeder. And, dear God, that was one of the most awful missions that I had, because the Nidocyte breeder went next to the whatever the fuck it's called, I forgot what it's called, the Brood Nexus, and the Brood Nexus proceeded to say, you know what? You're getting copied, son. So now, all of a sudden, there was 3 fucking Brood Nexuses, and I just, like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing here, alright? I am being attacked by 50 billion different things, and I'm Scout, so all I did was ping Bosco to go kill the Brood Nexus, and then eventually breached into the room and was able to kill the rest. I don't know why I did that. The rest of the assholes, the breeders is what they're called. I don't know why I keep getting hung up on that like simple name, dude. I have no idea. Is this a resupply pod? It absolutely is. Let's go. Why does engineer like dig it down and then cover it with a platform? Like, I know that's like a tech to do in like salvage operations, and like if you're going to be staying in an area a long time and you clear out a resupply just to get it out of the way, this is what you do. But that's like really fucking weird to do. I guess it just pulls attention to it is what it is. There's no like gameplay to it, which is fine. It doesn't need to be gameplay to everything. Is it me or are these legs tiny? They just seem smaller than usual. That might just be a visual change, just to make it look like they're actually a part of a mini mule. Hello, everybody. Can I interest you in getting some whatever the hell it is? Also, why is the game noise so off? I know the reason why it's like that. I was playing with Bullet Hell, and Bullet Hell is just a loud overclock in general, so I turned it down for that. Oh, we have some bugs coming in. Oh my god, yes, we absolutely do have some bugs coming in. Can I help all of you enjoy a nice, peaceful afterlife, dude? Get out of here. And get that guy out of here, wherever the acid spitter went. Alright, well, that's those waves done. I think that was 2 waves in one, for whatever reason. I don't know why there was 2 waves in one, but there definitely felt like there was. Wonderful. Can I... Is it just a bunch of exploders? No, it's absolutely not just a bunch of exploders. I really hope it gives me a bunch of XP for getting the abandoned armors, or looking for the abandoned armors at the minimum. And the buckets give a shit ton of stuff, as you just saw. That's really cool. I appreciate the hell out of that one. What the fuck? Oh, no. I have no idea how I dodged that. It's pure skill. Absolutely pure skill, or whatever the hell that Eminem song is. It's like 10% confidence, 100%, whatever the hell. Listen, man, I don't listen to Eminem. Should I listen to Eminem? Probably. He's like one of the most historic rappers of all time. Whatever, who cares? That's how I feel about music usually. Whatever, I'm just not a musically inclined person. I'd much rather be tactical about it, like tactile is what I'm trying to say. Like something that I can physically enjoy instead of leaning back and listening to with my ears. But like, not saying that there is no absolutely goated music out there where I like listen to it and I'm just oh, this brings a tear to my eye. What was the last song that did that to me? I don't know. Probably, I have no idea. I could probably come up with one. Like, the one knee-jerk reaction that I can say about this is, like, the one Expedition 33 song. Everybody knows, everybody who's heard this Expedition 33 song knows which one it is. It's like the one where they're screaming at each other. That one's pretty good. It didn't bring, like, a tear to my eye, but it definitely pulled some emotions from somewhere. That's for certain. Because it was a emotionally powerful scene when that music came up. And I guess I'll just meet you back at the salvage pod. I still have to find 14 more eggs, which they come in like piles of 2s and 3s. And I gotta be honest with you, Chief, I don't think I can bring myself to care enough to go looking for them. Because this Hollow Bow is already kind of awful with its terrain gen and making them be like, hey, look, a resupply pod. Making them be these tiny little eggs that have a very faint glow is certainly a thing. I could have missed them at any point in the mission. I will have no idea. And I would just have to go through the entire mission to go back and find them. Do they make noise? I guess I can see if they actually make noise, because that would make them a lot better. Oh, there's one right there. I mean, not that I can tell. So, yeah, that's 100% Poggies. What is in there? See, this would be a good size for them. This big-ass thing, it immediately draws attention to it. Alright, so for everybody that cares about this, it is currently 30 minutes into the mission, or 31 minutes into the mission. I have to go find... How many? Never mind, I am good. Oh my god, there's a fucking resupply hole here. Help me, please. If only I had the second Bosco, MCR Bosco, so I can put a platform over this by taking up one of his rockets. That would be wonderful, but instead I just have to, like, pray to all that is holy. I remember that this exists and be able to catch the zip line that's down there. Let's hope I remember that exists. Alright, let's get this uplink process going, but this is an insanely cool looking drop pod, or at least, you know, it looks nice and fresh and updated. Look at that stuff. Yeah, that's cool. Anyway, where is the uplink? Because the uplink is the next part. Yes, I am going to absolutely place down an auto sentry. Should place it down in the AoE so I can grab a hold of it. I think I'm just going to do one auto sentry and nothing else. And then maybe an anti-tank sentry. Yeah, I'll just place an anti-tank sentry somewhere else, just to let you guys look at it. And then I also need a floodlight here. I will put a floodlight right there so I can actually see. Alright, let's get this show on the road, dude. I do like the looks of everything that is here. It looks actually abandoned instead of just an asset that is here. It's like all scuffed and stuff, and now we have to deal with a bunch of exploders. And the auto sentry's absolutely gonna murder things. It looks like that it's just going to be the base uplink section, and the main thing that was changed was the rest of the mission, which is a fantastic change to change the rest of the mission, because that main problem with salvage operation is the lead up to the actual, like, operation of getting into the drop pod and all that, because it's mostly just, like, it feels like a busy work. Anyway, you know what I also forgot to do? I also forgot to call down a resupply, so that should be a problem, or not a problem. So one other thing that I don't know if it was changed or not is the actual outline of this thing, because I have a mod that changes the outline of the uplink and the fuel cell in the other one. So I don't know if that's MCR's doing, if MCR changes it, or if it's just my quality of life mod that I have. Who knows, and who really cares? Why the fuck is the... No. Don't you dare. Okay. It's landing over there. Thank God. I thought it was actually gonna land down in the fucking pit, dude. That would be awful. Why is it so far away? Is it like an actual Morkite fuel cell? No, it's just far away for whatever reason. Okay, that's kind of cringe, but alright. Alright, well, here's the fuel cells part of the mission. This should be fairly easy, especially with with that over there. Hopefully taking care of my behind while I take care of my front hind. All of them are coming down from the floodlights hole. That's not Poggies, but you know what? That's fine. I kind of wish the auto sentry would overheat just to start igniting a bunch of bugs in that direction. So I don't know if it's if it firing really matters right now. I think I would rather it just be overheated, so it does actually deal some damage to the bugs. Also, I would like him not to have called down all the resupplies, the floodlights, and all that, just because they keep spawning from the fucking hole that the floodlight came out of, which is not Poggies, dude. Like, seriously, I don't want to throw another shield, but I will throw another shield. Alright, I'm not shy about throwing gunner shields, let's say that. Because throwing a gunner shield is one of the most powerful things that you can do as gunner, because it's almost like you're telling the entire... because it's bugged, alright, it is bugged, you're giving the entire team the shield, no matter where they are, you're giving the entire team your shield. Because it is bugged, and that's just how it works nowadays. And the other thing about it is I need to run this way, surprisingly, because I'm gonna die. Okay, well that's nice. Oh my god, yeah, okay, yeah, this is nice. This is real nice. I should have gone the other way. I should have ran that way instead of going down there. I was just hoping that there was some red sugar with invisible sight and not an asshole, but apparently the asshole has to exist for me to do anything. Okay, well, oh, hey, look, there's the red sugar that I was looking for. Alright, it looks to be that the rest of this mission is just, like, normal, which is perfectly fine with me. I personally don't have a problem with salvage operation like other people do. Because I know some people do have a real problem where it's like they don't enjoy the stand still and defend an area. And I can get that I kind of wish it had a little bit more bugs, but it's fine. In any case, that was the salvage operation on MCR. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. I really enjoy it. I wish... wasn't there a sentry gun here? It must have ran out. I think there was a sentry gun in the corner of that, but it just ran out of ammo and just disappeared, because I think that's just what it does. That is an exploder on me. I wish that there was slightly more turrets around this area, but, like, that's entirely flavor, and it's already a good mission, regardless. Anyway, you all have a wonderful night. Why the hell is it so bright? Is it beeping like a backing up truck? It is beeping like a backing up truck. That's also a good change. Dude, I did get money for the abandoned armors, the abandoned helmets, and the abandoned buckets. That is... I got more money than I did XP. That's nice. I like that.